One of the things we're going to talk about today is being able to be confident in who you are. Have you guys ever saw that television show, Who's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Okay, let me ask you a question. How many people in the world are smarter than a fifth grader? Nobody! Nobody, that's right. You know what? Let me tell you. Leadership starts, the learning process really starts, believe it or not, when you're a fifth grader. So you are.
JC, where are the tigers? I heard the lady say there's tigers out here.
There are tigers. Is anybody afraid? There are lions and tigers and bears.
They're not tigers then, eh? Alright then, cool. How y'all doing out there? Oh, thanks a lot. This guy says how you doing, you scream. I say how you doing, you do. Come on, give it to me. How you doing? Wowza. Hey, CJ. Oh wait, DJ. No wait. Hold on. RQ. Darn it, give me a hint. What's his name? JC. JC.
Yes.
Got it. My name Jess. Anyway, I got a question for you, buddy. How does one go from fifth grade, being a leader, being the big kid on campus, to, becoming a sixth grader and being a little shorter than the rest of the dudes with mustaches and cars? You know?
Can anybody answer that question? Oh, you can? You can? Can you stand up and answer that question? You know what? We're going to talk about that too. One of the things we're going to talk about here is the 4 C's.
Cookies, catfish, chrysanthemums, and...
No, let me tell them what the 4 C's are. Let me tell them, I tell you what. 4 C's stand for create, collaborate, commit with confidence. And you know what? Before the day is over with, you guys will never forget that. What we're going to talk about? The 4 G's. The 4 C's. Vanessa, let them know what the 4 C's are. Hey, I wrote this song about a year ago. It's called the 4 C's. I'm going to start off, and then I want you guys to come in and sing it with me. The 4 C's. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. It goes like this. Create, collaborate, then we commit with confidence. Create, collaborate, then we commit with confidence. It's the 4 C's. What is it? What is it? It's the 4 C's. Okay, let's do the song a little bit. Listen to it. In this life, you come and go. Remember fifth graders? There's a lot of things that you're going to know. You're going to learn today. And you're going to learn throughout. You're going to grow real big into a strong tree. To be who you were created to be. The world don't need a legacy, but you gotta use these 4 C's. Whoa, come on, create, collaborate, then we commit with confidence again. Create, collaborate, then we commit with confidence. It's the 4 C's. 4 C's. Create, collaborate. Then we commit with confidence. Let me tell you. Just like
JC. Oh, my friend, that was so beautiful. You sing like Ariana Grande. And you kind of look like her too from the back.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Beautiful. All you kids out there saying, so beautifully. Amazing. The 4 C's. Good to know. I have a CQ on a cat. K-A-T.
Hey, John, let me tell them about the 4 C's. 4 C's: create, collaborate, commit, confidence. Now, I tell you, as 5th graders, just like John mentioned, you guys are getting ready to get promoted to 6th grade. And right now, you all are the big cheese at the school because you're 5th graders. But guess what? It does not change when you become a 6th grader. John mentioned to you guys, the only thing that's going to be different for some of you all is going to be shorter than some of the others. But you got to be a leader. The things that you all are doing now, like Mr. Underwood had mentioned to you guys about doing your job, and some of you that might not be doing your job, we got to start today by doing what we're supposed to do. We got to start today by telling ourselves and keeping promises that I got to do my chores, I got to do my job, I got to do my homework, I got to do all of these things because that's important to who you are. And that show that they created, Who's Smarter Than a 5th Grader, they didn't just start with that. That's when it started, like I said. Create. The first C, create. Create comes from the thought processes that you all have. I mean, a lot of you all, as you grow and mature, you're going to have all of these ideas, all of these visions, and you got a lot of them right now. Right now, you have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you want to do, that you want, and it starts. And some of you all probably get frustrated because you might think that you're worried. Well, why am I thinking that way? Why do I want to, invent this thing to solve world hunger? Why do I want to do all of these things? You know what? Those are ideas. There's nothing wrong with you because others think the same way as well. It's just that they are afraid to talk about it. They are afraid to share their ideas. They want to stay over in the corner and just keep those things to themselves. You all are the future leaders of tomorrow. You all are the future leaders of tomorrow. You all will be in charge of this world one day. But you got to learn today. You got to learn today to, think about these things, come up with these ideas, and it starts with self. It starts with a commitment to yourself. So all these ideas you have, if you don't understand, share it with your teachers. Share it with your parents. Share it with your friends. You will be surprised to know that a lot of you and a lot of other folks have the same ideas, but they only have a small piece of the puzzle. And with your ideas, it's kind of like, any of you all ever do puzzles? So, a lot of times puzzles, you have 100 pieces, 1,000 pieces of all of this, and sometimes many, many more. And you have to think your way through, creating ideas. A lot of times when we're doing these things, we want things done immediately. We want to fix it right off the bat. It takes time. Sometimes we want to grow up. I'm in the 5th grade, but I want to be in the 12th grade tomorrow. No. Know what happens? When we try to skip, we miss a lot of things. We miss having fun. We miss sharing things with our friends. So all these ideas that you have are great ideas. Continue to develop these ideas. Think about these ideas because some of you all are going to be scientists, doctors, lawyers, teachers, anything that you set your mind to do, you can do it. Remember this saying, if you don't remember anything else, I say, and from the 5th grade, you can't do unless you want to. Can you guys say that with me? You can't do unless you want to. Anybody know what that means? What it means? That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else? Come on, we're fifth graders.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
I think it means you can't do it unless you really want to.
And if you want to, that means you're going to put some thought to some of the things that you do, right?
Any decision before you do it?
We're going to talk about that a little bit more, but I like that. Yes.
Think about for what you do.
Think about everything before you do it. Take that extra split second.
It means like you can't really accomplish something if you're not really that determined in accomplishing it.
Bingo! Determination. Confident in everything you do. So the first C is what? Create. That's ideas. Now we've hit on this other thing. Anybody know what collaborate means? What it means?
Collaborate means to work together with other people no matter what.
Wow.
Stick together.
I like that. Collaborate means working together. Yes. Okay.
Putting ideas together.
Putting ideas and thoughts together. Anybody else? One more. Oh. Nah, that's okay. No, collaborate meaning just like all you guys got it. It's primarily collaborate means communicating. Communicating with each other. Sharing your ideas. Talking about it. So if you have a problem and if you feel sad, if you feel down and this and that, if you stick by yourself, if you don't share that with somebody, guess what? You're going to continue to feel bad, right? We don't want to continue to feel bad. We want to share what's on our minds with our parents, our teachers, our friends, or whoever you trust. We want to share those things because we don't want to go on the dark side and start thinking crazy things. We don't want to do that. And as fifth graders, I tell you, as you guys are growing up and as you're maturing a little more, it's a lot of different feelings and thoughts are going to come your way. So it's best to start now and being open and collaborating. Now, I mentioned something with the third C. What's the third C stands for? Commit. Okay. The third C, create, collaborate, commit. Remember what Ms. Underwood said? She asked who's going to start doing their job, right? You just committed to doing your job. If you tell somebody that you're going to do something, you got to do it. I'm talking about respectfully and as long as it's right, of course. We're not going to do any crazy stuff. If you tell your teachers, your parents, that you're going to do your homework, you're going to do it, right? So we're going to do a quick little pledge right now. You all are the leaders of this school. Raise your hand. Everybody.
Go over there so you can face him.
I am a fifth grader. I am committing right now in front of my teachers, my principal, everybody, that I will do my job. If my parents was here, I would tell them that I'm going to do my chores. I'm going to do my homework. And I'm going to empower myself to do the things without my parents telling me, my teachers telling me. I'm going to empower myself. You don't have to say this. Because if I come up to you and say, why you didn't do your homework? Because you didn't tell me to. That's not a leader. Why you didn't do your chores? Because you didn't tell me to. Why you didn't take out the trash? Because you didn't tell me to. Leadership is being able to do these things because you already know that you're supposed to do these things, right? Without anybody telling you to do them. If you know you're supposed to do your homework and you're going to be a leader, you got to do it. That's one of the things that's going to build this thing called character. We all want to have good character, right? We want to have good character. Do we want to have good character? Yes, you want to have good character. Yes, you do. Good character, being a good person, being respectful, respecting your classmates, respecting your teachers, respecting your person, respecting yourself.
JC.
Oh, no.
I like where you're going with this, buddy. Respect. Just like when I was in World War VII. It was great. Fighting, right? Commit. Show your character. Semper Fidelis. What was it again? How do you say that there, JC? Semper Fi?
No, create, collaborate.
Create.
Collaborate. What team? Commit.
Commit.
Tell them again. Create, collaborate. Create, collaborate. Create, collaborate.
Commit. I'm committed, or I should be. No. Why?
Okay, since we said that commit means commit to doing the things that you're supposed to do. But my time. We commit with what? What's the fourth C? Commit with what? We commit with confidence. Okay, let me do a little role play. I'm gonna find out. Can you come up? Yes, you. Can you come up? Can you come up? You didn't do anything wrong. In a minute. Okay, if I ask you, are you gonna do your homework?
Yes.
If I ask you, are you gonna do your homework?
Probably.
If I ask you, are you gonna do your homework? What are we talking about here? Okay, confidence. If you ask me, am I gonna do my homework? Yes. Do that sound like I meant what I just said? Do that sound like I meant what I just said? If you going to do it, are you gonna do your homework?
Yes.
Let's try that one more time. Are you gonna do your homework?
Yes!
I like it. Are you gonna do your homework? Let's work on that just a little bit more. Are you gonna do your homework?
Yes!
Are we gonna do our homework? That sounds like a very tough. Give them a hand. You know, so the 4 C's: create, collaborate, commit with confidence. And you know what? We're gonna give a few of y'all an opportunity to come up here because I want to get a chance to know some of y'all. So, I'm gonna pick. We got a 1 minute. That's all you're gonna have when it comes. But this is what I want to know: your name. I want to know. You already know you're in the 5th grade. I want to know what your plans are. What do you plan on doing, even from the 5th grade perspective, and how you gonna do it? What you gonna do to get there? So, how many leaders do we have in here? Who's not afraid to come up here and talk to me? Yeah. A lot of them already know, but I don't know. So let's talk. Tell them who you are, what you plan on being in life, how you gonna do it.
My name's Emma Sullivan, and of course, and I plan on being a journalist, and I plan on working hard to be one.
So, by being a journalist, what are some of the things that you have to do right now as a 5th grader?
Be a leader, work hard, do your homework,
Do your homework, be a leader, and
good responsibilities.
that's what I'm talking about. You.
Quiet.
Ain't respect them. That's this thing called respect, right? That's your New York.
I'm Star. I plan on, when I'm older, being a teacher so that way I can help younger students or others that want to learn. I can help them get into college or get good grades. I plan on doing that by listening to my teacher now and by getting good grades and moving on to college.
Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm fifth grade, and I'm working to be the third smartest in our class.
To be what?
Reading more, and studying.
I'm Dina, and I plan on being either an actress, a hairdresser, or a teacher. And if I become an actress, I'm going to keep acting like the plays I'm doing here. And if I want to become a hairdresser, I practice doing like my friend's hair. And if I want to become a teacher, I do well in school, get good grades, and all that stuff.
Hi, my name is Joshua Ferguson. When I grow up, I would like to be an artist, and right now I practice by drawing a lot. I would get there by drawing a lot.
And you know what? I'm gonna come back to some more. But one of the things that we need to develop right now, and that is, you know, we can do these things, but I didn't hear anybody, I think I heard the first one, is service, community service, even in the 5th grade. In order to be a leader, we have to care about everybody, each other. And so, as you grow and as you become a little bit more mature, especially when you get to middle school and high school, keep in mind that the most important thing, I believe, is caring for others. It's caring for your friends. And you know, once we develop that in our heart and say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a teacher, I want to do this, I want to do that. If we keep all of these things in mind, that if, hey, my time. If we keep all of this in our heart right now, you know, we expand our horizon. We develop this thing called a gigantic heart. And it makes our growth process easier with what we do. So we talk about this thing called respect, but I want you to know, each and every last one of you know, that you have purpose. Each one of you was born on this earth, and you are a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Each and every last one of you are a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece in your own way. There is no one person in this room like you. Nobody. But one thing that we need to understand, even right now, my time take, even right now, that we have birthrights. Each and every last one of us got birthrights. The birthrights are confidence, courage, hope, belief, and most importantly, faith. But you also have a birthright that makes you uniquely different than him and make you uniquely different than him. And I have not been able to put that on. But all of these things, that's kind of like a fingerprint. And so each one of you all have purpose, and you have to dig deep inside as you grow. And you're going to figure out what is your purpose. A lot of you all are thinking right now that this is what I want to do. Keep those thoughts. But it requires a lot of work right now. And just continue to open up and expand. Masterpiece. The M in masterpiece, I'm going to spell the whole thing out, stands for magnificence. Anybody ever heard the word magnificent? Yeah. What does the word magnificent mean? Incredibly amazing. Magnificent means that you all are great. And as leaders, you're going to be great. But you can't do unless you what? You can't do unless you what? Magnificent. Magnificent. So you're great. The A stands for aspiration. Meaning, I asked you, what do you want to be? And you said, I aspire to be this and be that. But we can just say those things, but it ain't going to happen unless we what? Want to, and also put your ideas and your thoughts and start working on those things right now. Want to. So, aspiration. The S stands for sincere. Sincere meaning that you care about how he feels when you said something to him. And you care about how he feels when you said something to him. You sincere, respectful, sincere, right? Right? Sincere. The T stands for, and I always add a D-E before the T. We call it determination. Somebody said that. Who said that when they came up and talked to me? Determination. You have to be determined. You have to be determined that this is what you're going to do, right? We got to be determined, right? Determined. The E stands for, and I hope everybody in here has this thing called expectations. Because next year, when you all are going to the 6th grade, the expectation is going to be a little higher. A little higher. And you're not really starting over. You're not starting over just because you transitioned in middle school. You're not starting over. You're building up on the things that you already have. You're building up on those things. The R stands for what? I just mentioned that about 3 times. What the R stands for? Respect. 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 Gotta always respect each other. Who might know what the P stands for? Because a lot of times we're not like that. We want it right now. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Since she was patient. 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 And the reason that I locked in on patient was because a lot of times we don't want to be patient. We want it now. I want to be grown today. I don't want to wait another 8 to 12 years. We got to be patient. Patient. Patience. 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 Say patience. 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 I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush to do it. I'm not going to rush to do my homework. I'm not going to rush so I can get back in there and talk on the phone. Patience. The I stands for innovative. Thoughts, ideas, different ideas. Sharing. We put all these things together. Innovative ideas. Innovative ideas. The E stands for empowerment. We talked about that one earlier, right? You must do what? Empower yourself. Teachers, parents, They should not have to tell you everything that you need to do. Empower yourself. The C stands for what? Confidence. What does the C stand for? What does the C stand for? Are we confident in who we are? Are we confident in being a fifth grader? Are we looking forward to being a sixth grader? So you have to be confident in doing that. So you got to be confident now. Confident. Confidence. So all of these things add up to, when it comes to the E, again, it's expectations. So as leaders, I think that you all are already there. I think that you guys got some great teachers, great parents, but you got to want to. You got to put your thoughts together, share your ideas, and be the best that you can be. Anybody else want to come and talk to me and tell me who you are and what your expectations are?
I would love to. Thank you very much. By the way, I was sleeping. I missed that. Can you do it over?
We're going to do it over. You. Yes.
Hello, I'm Axel Watkins, and when I get older, I plan to be a screenwriter or an author, and how I plan on doing that is probably by first at least being a small author maybe, and then trying to work my way up with maybe small stories or things like that. And I could also take inspiration from other people. My mom actually has a friend who's an author, and she is constantly telling me how I can be an author and how I can write my stories.
Let me share something with you. I'm an author. You know, I have written 3 books, and I got another one that's going to be released in August. You can do that. It all comes from you. So you can get out. Everything keep that in mind. Keep that all in mind. All right. Yes. You scared? Come on.
I'm James McKnight, and I want to be a basketball player when I grow up. To do that, I'm going to keep practicing and working hard and build confidence so I can actually try to become a basketball player.
What does it require to be a basketball player? A lot of what?
Hard work, and you have to be good at special schools so you could get into college and draft
It requires a lot of hard work, and you own it, but it also requires that thing we call determination, right? You can be anything that you set your mind to. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. But you can't do unless you what? You can't do unless you what? Do you want to?
Yes.
You can do it. I got 2 more. 2 more, yes.
I am Hawaii Nova, and I want to be a veterinarian grown up. And I think I need to work better with animals in general and probably study more about them. And that's it.
I like it. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
My name is Temecula, and when I grow up, I kind of want to be a prankster. And to do that, I have to prank people more and more.
What did he say?
Hey, come back.
Oh.
You said prankster? Yes. Okay. Oh, prankster, that means a comedian or something like that, right?
Oh, a stand-up comedian.
But we're going to do that respectfully, right? Because we're not going to hurt anybody's feelings, and we're going to do all the right things, right? So, just as long as we're doing it the right way, and we're not hurting any feelings, and it's all in fun, and everybody's happy, right? We can do it. 1 more. Yes. Both of y'all. This is it.
My name is Jessie. I want to be an actor and a singer. To get there, I need to have good grades. I need to know stuff. I also need to subscribe to people like PewDiePie.
Create, collaborate, then we commit with confidence. Hey, respect, let's you sure?
Everybody.
A, B, C, is it easy? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we running. You got something?
Everyone needs to sing with me then.
Okay.
Baby shark, do do do, baby shark, do do do, baby shark, do do do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do do do, mommy shark, do do do, mommy shark, do do do, mommy shark. Daddy shark, do do do, daddy shark, do do do, daddy shark, do do do, daddy shark.
Give her a hand. Hey, let's give her a hand. Okay, we're going to close it, but I tell you what, the whole purpose of the drills that we did today were based on the 4 C's. Our thoughts that we talked about: create, collaborate, commit with whatever you're doing. Just like what she just showed, what we call confidence. You have to be confident in everything that you do. Everything that you do, you have to be confident. You know, any question about anything? Any questions right now? Yes. Well, I just brought them because I might give them away before it's all said and done. I don't know yet. Yeah. Yes, questions. What? That's a speaker. That's where you heard when I was singing the song, the music came out of that one. Hey, first of all, I want to make a presentation. I want to make a presentation to Mr. Underwood for inviting me over to talk to this incredible fifth graders at this school.